Hi, I'm Julie with Simple Alchemy and Heart Essential Art. And I decided it was time to start doing some, I don't know, kind of energy awareness, energy updates, whatever you want to call it, and just kind of give some noticings of what is kind of going on and share with you my experience, and perhaps that would support you. As most of you know, if you're tuning in, that this is an extreme time of change. Nothing is as it has been in the past. Everything is changing, and most of all, our body is changing. We are going through a massive DNA upgrade of light in our bodies, and many people are having physical symptoms and they get really worried about what might be going on. Always seek medical advice, but I'm just sharing with you that a lot of times it is energy moving in the body. It's so important to know your body, number one. And I have also done a YouTube channel with Melissa Olson, a naturopath, and we do some conversations, and we've gone through some different videos there that could be supportive. It's called Julie and Melissa, A New Body, spelled K-N-E-W, or A New Relationship, A New Relationship. So you can tune into that. I'll put the link below as well, and those could be supportive for you at this time. However, what I kind of want to go through is we are halfway through April. And April is a month of really anchoring unity. So what does that mean? To me, it means that anything that isn't unity is really becoming obvious. It's really being highlighted for us, as you can look around and see lots of things happening. But most importantly, it's how is the unity occurring within you? How much have you integrated you with you? And that is what we call our personal work. And if you haven't started that journey, or if you're just beginning it now because you're just waking up, there's lots of sources out there, lots of people that are willing and wanting to support. I do soul coaching sessions, integrative sessions, emotional releasing sessions, body balancing sessions, all kinds of things. But there's a lot of support out there. All you need to do is start asking and looking. What I want to talk about is this week. Through the 16th through the 21st, we're doing something that's going on is called this Universal Spring Cleansing. And again, what does that mean? Well, it really means that lots of things are going to start changing and becoming very noticeable in our physical reality. So much of what has occurred has kind of been behind the scenes, if you will, and a lot of people haven't really noticed the day-to-day shifts in their physical experience, but that's really going to start changing dramatically, I feel. And I've noticed, and the people I work with and talk with, that they are experiencing it as well. Tomorrow, there is a huge energy shift day, which is going to be the April 18th, in case you're watching this later. There's a lot going on. There's something called the Rising Order of Countries, and we have been putting it out through our blog at heartessentialart.com. And what does that mean, the Rising Order of Countries? Well, each country has agreed to hold a code. And as that country rises, that code is released. Please be clear, this has nothing to do with people being more or less or anything. It's all got to do with it is time. So if you want to refer back to the website, we do have the Rising Order listed there. You can review which countries has risen, and we will shortly be putting the codes up too that they have released. But tomorrow, Italy is rising. And we all know that Italy, the country of Italy, has played a huge role in our history here. But it holds the code of the vow. And what does that mean again? Well, to me, it means this is our soul vow that we would, at this point, get to a place where we are really done learning from the illusion of Earth School and wanting to remember who and what we truly are. And that is love. And it's the big love. It's the living our very essence love. And what that means is that we no longer are living in our past or the future. We are letting go of a life, if you will, and just moving into living from that heart, doing what creates bliss and joy for us and what makes our heart sing. And that contributes to the whole, because we are all connected. As one we win. And as people, more and more people are moving into that space and letting go of things that no longer serve them, situations, relationships, things, more and more, this is creating a synergy here where it's becoming palatable. People can feel it. And when you walk into the presence of someone that's in that space, you know it because they're calm. It doesn't matter what's happening in their life. It's how are they dealing with it. And so Italy Rising will unlock the code of the vow. And more souls are going to remember their solemn vow that they took about coming here and helping support this planet shift back into the glorious being it is. The other thing that's happening on a DNA level is there starts to be it's going to start to affect, the DNA will start to affect the bladder. Now the bladder holds liquid, if you will, and a lot of times people become pissed off and when they don't feel their emotions of feeling anger and stuff, and it can manifest in the bladder, and that looks like bladder infections or other things like that. The body continually gives us feedback where we are with our emotions, with our beliefs, with our awareness patterns. And the more you can tune in and make yourself as one, the more in harmony you become, and the easier this experience gets, and the more fun it gets. So I just want you to be aware that you may notice differences in your bladder, and that could be urinating more frequently or less frequently, or certain things aren't tolerated in your diet anymore. Your body's just saying, no, we don't want that. But my invitation to you is to just really pay attention to that. And then we have these downloads coming in. Downloads from Jupiter, downloads from Mars and Sirius. And so we have a lot of cosmic support here. And we all know, if you followed astrology at all, that Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So Jupiter will be expanding things to make it really clear and obvious what we don't want anymore. Mars is more of the aggressive energy, so you can also know that maybe if someone is more aggressive in their behavior than normal, they're being affected by that because they aren't staying current with their emotions. Sirius is just helping us to really see what it is time to take care of, look at, and deal with. So that's some things that are going on this week. Just as far as self-care, take some time to unplug. Take some time to be just with you and you. And just sit and breathe. If you don't even have to meditate, just kind of tuning into you, noticing the sensations in your body, noticing if you're thinking in loops, notice if you're avoiding emotions. Those are the things about simple things we are to do moment to moment now and day to day, and to stay current with how we're feeling. And don't let them build up so then you explode. Because bottom line, we are all being forced, and I'm going to put that in quotations, to be emotionally diligent here. The emotions are the way. I talk about the core four emotions, and again, those are in those video discussions. You can look at that. There's also a YouTube video called Gifts of the Journey on our Simple Alchemy Heart Essential Art YouTube channel. That is another way to remember the core four and how to become emotionally diligent with them. I hope this has shed some more light on your journey, and I'll be back. I will do these more frequently. People have been asking me to do this, so I feel like it is time. So I hope all is well in your world. Just know that we're in transition. Everything is just temporary. The key is to stay in you. Breath is your friend. Smile, stay in your heart, and all is well. Namaste.